All right. Welcome back to part 18. Math is easy, step by step. So here we're going to go over and work on, you should have already practiced example number 1, answering. Remember, we're using an elimination method. So if you still need to practice, please stop and pause and work on this problem, and then come right back and watch this video. So I'm labeling original equation number 1. For example number 1, x plus y equals 10. Original equation number 2, for example number 1, is x minus 1y equals 4. Which one are you going to eliminate? So remember, in this first step, step 1, you can add the variables, x's, the y's, right? To eliminate a variable, x or y. Or you can manipulate either equation 1, the original, or equation 2, the original, or you can manipulate both original equation 1 and original equation 2 in order to eliminate a variable. Remember, we're going to add these like terms together to try to eliminate them. What did you do in order to simplify these two equations? Well, you didn't have to do much, right? If you look, you have 1 plus 1, 1x plus 1x is 2x. 1y plus a negative 1y is 0. So this was already set up for you in the problem. And then 10 plus 4 is 14. So we didn't have to manipulate either one of these two equations. We added them together. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. And you can see it automatically eliminated that y variable. Now you're going to solve for x. So again, as you can see here, 1 plus 1 is 2. They're attached to x through multiplication. 1 minus 1 is 0. Y is gone. Equals. 10 plus 4 is 14. So we have 2x equals 14. Now, real quick, x is a real number. And 2 times what real number will give me 14? Well, that will give you the value of x. If you don't understand that, no worries. We're going to take step 2 and solve for the x variable, since the y variable is 0. So what is the inverse operation of multiplying 2 times x? It's dividing, but not just to one side of the equal sign. We're going to divide that 2 to both sides of the equal sign. 2 over 2 is that invisible 1x. X is all alone now. I've reached my goal. Equals. 14 divided by 2 is 7. I think you knew. I have a feeling I think you knew that. All right, let's take a look here at step 3. We want to substitute the value of the variable we saw for x. X equals 7. So we'll substitute 7 for x into the original number 1 equation or the original number 2 equation. You choose. It's absolutely up to you. You choose. And then you're going to solve for the missing variable. In this case, we're going to solve for y. If we know the value of x, we're going to solve for y. Let me show you what that may have looked like on either equation, whether you chose number 1 or whether you chose number 2. Let's check that out. Okay, so as you can see here, we have equation number 1. This is the original equation number 1. Here's our equation number 2. I'm going to substitute 7 for x everywhere I see x. So 7 plus y equals 10. That's what you see here. 7 minus y equals 4. That's what you see here. Which equation, equation 1 or equation 2, looks like the easiest equation to work with? Well, I think I would choose equation number 1 because I don't have any negative values associated with y in that first equation, right? Our whole goal is to get y by itself. If I chose equation number 2, it'd be 2 steps. I'd have to get rid of the 7 attached to y, and then I have to get rid of that negative 1 attached to y. If I choose equation 1, I've only got to eliminate the 7 to get y by itself. What does that look like? Let's check it out. Okay, so I chose equation number 1. y, I just explained it. Original equation 1 has a positive y value. One less step to solve for y. So x plus y equals 10. I know x equals 7, so I substitute a 7 here. 7 plus what number? Y represents a real number. So 7 plus what number would give me 10? Well, if that doesn't work, let's substitute and use the inverse operation to check it out. All right, so you can see here I substituted 7 for x. Now I want to get y all by itself. What's the opposite of a positive 7? I'm going to subtract 7, or a negative 7. What I do to one side of the equal sign, I have to do to the other side of the equal sign. 7 minus 7 is gone. It's 0. I'm left with y equals 10 minus 7 is 3. Y equals 3. But I had a feeling you knew that already. Okay, so x equals 7 and y equals 3. Maybe. We must check our answer. That's step 4. We have to check our answer before we can circle x and y and make sure that's our solution. So stick around for part 19. We'll finish off this stop and pause example number 1. Show you the answer. I'm going to continue and graph, I believe, this first example, or possibly the second stop and pause example. Do a little bit of graphing. Thanks for joining me. Math is easy. Take it step by step. If I've helped you, please help me. Like, follow, share, subscribe.